60 years of Super Bowls have led us here. More history to be written tonight as we get underway. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, sixth-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Minshew. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Madison running on 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Minshew. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Alexander Madison from a yard out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Powering his way forward. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Off play action, it's Minshew. Rolling to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Nolan Smith. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. C.J. Uzomah punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. Escapes the defender. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Minshew sets to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 14-7 is the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Minshew, 1st and 10. That's to Bowers once again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It'll be Minshew again. We'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back to throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers from 6 yards away. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Running free at the 45. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
On 2nd down, Minshew. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Open man is Tucker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. On 1st down, Abdullah. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Terrace Marshall, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts.
Fighting through pressure.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
They'll set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
67 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Raiders continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
It's caught. Smith. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Got him in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On first down, Hurts. That one complete out to Dotson.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
He'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, look at the juke.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Here's Minshew.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On the toss, Madison.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Here's Madison getting it again on second.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip it down.
Hurts fumbles it.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now Minshew. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got it at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Terrace Marshall, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Marcus Epps
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Raiders heading out to take over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Nolan Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's A.J. Cole now.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Minshew's throw there complete to Myers.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards the final tally. Minshew sets to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Touchdown! Alexander Madison with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Raiders are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this.
There he goes, right side.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jahan Dotson.
75 yards.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry now for Madison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Madison. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a give to Madison. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Off play action, it's Minshew. Steps away. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick slant, Dotson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On fourth down, here's the option. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Here's A.J. Cole now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it. And this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Hurts will throw. Able to shake him off. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top again. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And how about this? Viva